There's a part of us that loves to belong. There's a part of us that wants our own identity. And in that, we want our own individuality also. And they live in contradiction in us at all times. First 10 years of your life, you are making sense of the world through the perception of your parents, of your family, of your teachers, of your school. So I, in my heart, have gone from building my own identity. In the beginning, even that is very important. Where I wanted to be known not as Mrs. So-and-so, daughter of so-and-so, sister of so-and-so. I wanted Puja Puneet to have her own identity. I was so busy building my own identity at one point that I feel just realizing and learning to love the opposite was one of the biggest lessons of my life. Can you explain the concept of all are equal and everyone is unique? Yes, absolutely I can. So there's a beautiful saying by Marianne Williamson, which is the highest thought is not that we are all unique. The highest thought is that we are all the same. And I'll explain that, and in the process you'll also understand from the question that you've asked me that there's a part of us that wants to belong in this world, and there's a part of us that wants to have its own identity. If you will see children up till the age of 7 to 10 remain more obedient towards their parents because they are trying to make sense of the world, and the first couple of years or the first 10 years of your life, you are making sense of the world through the perception of your parents, of your family, of your teachers, of your school. And then suddenly you hit what we call the pre-teen years or the teen years, where now you want to have your own identity, your own personality. And what you start to do is you rebel. You start to go, no, but I don't want to do it like that. I don't want to wear yellow for the birthday party. I want to wear this Batman t-shirt only. And you start to become that person where you start to build your own individuality and your own identity. So these are basically the concepts that there's a part of us that loves to belong. There's a part of us that wants our own identity. And they live in contradiction in us at all times, right? Now, having said that, the other thought process is that let's say God had clay and he designed each one of us from that clay. Somebody is tall, somebody is short, somebody is fair, somebody is white, somebody is black, somebody is brown, somebody is rich, somebody is not so rich, somebody is educated, somebody is not so educated. So what he's done is he's taken the same clay and made different shapes. To someone, all of those pots will appear different. To someone, all of those pots underneath the shape, size, skin, it's all the same. If you remove our skin, between our bones and blood, there's no difference. Actually, if you notice, what does all of us want? We all want to feel important. We all want that recognition. We all want admiration. We all are looking for true love. We all want to make a difference in this world. So there are parts of us that we all want, which makes all of us the same. And in that, we want our own individuality also, right? So I feel like when you are with people who you think alike with, at that point, just reminding yourself that, you know what, while I'm alike, I'm also different, That's a good way to observe what is special about you. A lot of us who don't have high self-worth need to work on our own identity, our own individuality, our own personal respect, dignity, worth, all of that, right? And then there are some of us who've achieved that. Now it's important, so that you don't go into your ego, to actually learn to realize that actually underneath all of this individuality, we are all the same. We are all looking for the same things. So I, in my heart, have gone from building my own identity. In the beginning, even that is very important. Where I wanted to be known not as Mrs. So-and-so, daughter of so-and-so, sister of so-and-so. I wanted Puja Puneet to have her own identity. Worked very hard towards it. But till a time came where I started to go, you know what? Honestly, underneath it all, we are all the same. And so that's pretty much what it means. That there's a part of us that belongs only to us, and then there is a part within us that is like what I call, I come from a soul kingdom, and all of us are a part of that, Atma Paramatma. So there is a Paramatma, and all of us have bits of that Atma from the Paramatma. So the equipment can be different, but the electricity can be the same. For example, somebody may look like a fridge, somebody like a microwave, somebody like a fan, somebody like a light, somebody like a telephone, somebody like... The equipment may look different, but they all get charged by the same source energy. And the beauty of all of us is that if we can remember a lot more of the fact that all of us are charged from the same source energy, that all of us have the same creator, then you know what? Judgment can fall in the world and we can start to love the other even if they look very different from us. And the ability to love others come from this space that, you know what? Source energy is the same. Underneath this all, we are all the same. So for me, this has been one of those sentences in my life, that we are all the same. Very profound for me, because I was so busy building my own identity at one point that I feel just realizing and learning to love the opposite was one of the biggest lessons of my life. And to me now, when I need to know how evolved a person is, one of my easiest ways to check how evolved a person is how inclusive are they of people who don't or are not the same as them. How inclusive are you in your religion? How inclusive are you in your status? How inclusive are you? If I'm an extremely educated person, can I also respect the uneducated person because they have wisdom that I don't have? I have knowledge and theory, but they may have wisdom of maybe living in a village and knowing every crop, every herb, every, so much. Everybody has their own amazing uniqueness. And when you start to love them for that and realize the source energy is the same, everything changes. But you know what? I'm so passionate about the fact that both are so true, both are so important.